Hello again, everyone. Um, Today is the 16th of April. The big day has arrived. Um, I'm finally going back to the Great Wall and give it a second shot to see if I can get into the wall this time. The last one was a miserable failure. Anyway, we booked a car to be picked up at 7:30 in the morning. Um, and driving through the city, as you can see, this area there are no skyscrapers because it's within the ring road number two, and then a nice drive outside countryside. It takes about 2 hours, between 1.5 to 2.5 hours to get to the Great Wall. It's a nice drive, a bit boring, but the excitement's there as we head towards the wall, and something which I've always wanted to do anyway. We arrive, and as you can see, the big plaza, like most visiting sites, we got our entry tickets, and then we had to walk quite a long way from the ticket office through all the shops and restaurants and coffee shops. Bought a few things along the way, took lots of pictures, and heading off towards the shuttle bus, which would take us up to the cable car station. Now, well, it doesn't really, it just stops at a point where we have to walk again. And here we go, we're walking towards the cable car station. There are two ways to get there. Lots of children, and there, like I said, there are two ways. One is by chairlift, and the other method is obviously by cable car. And if you get the chairlift, you can also toboggan down from the wall. As you can see, there are so many people. It's very early, and I can't imagine how many people will be coming later on in the day. And this section of the wall is called Mutianyu, which is supposedly the less popular section, where the crowd's not as big as, say, Badaling, which is just crazy when the crowds are, especially during the weekends. We are here in the week on a weekday, and there are lots of the people, children on school excursions, as you can see. You can also hike up to the wall, which is only for the fit ones and the not if you have mobility problems. The walk up is pretty difficult, pretty steep. So anyway, we got on our cable car. We were lucky to get a whole car to ourselves. That means we didn't have to fight with people to try and film. Um, yeah, it's a nice ride up, and the scenery is great, even though it's not as green as during the autumn time. But you can see the wall from here. It's just an amazing sight. The wall just stretch on forever. Until you are here, you just don't realize how enormous the whole setup is. It's just makes you feel so small, and the amount of work that they put into this, and the number of people that probably died building the wall must be in the tens of thousands. But here we go. This is one of the wonders of the world. I think one of the seven wonders of the world. Like I say, you have to see it. You have to be here to see it. Anyway, we got to the plaza, and then the climb up to the wall begins. And I've chose this path because it is not too bad, even though it's quite steep. Took me a little while to get to the entrance, and here we go, my first step into the wall. And Anita's quite happily snapping a photo for me, because it's been my dream since I was a kid to get to the wall. And yeah, here's my entrance. And I will stop narrating now, and yeah, hopefully you will enjoy this. The rest would probably be music and some subtitles and things. So yeah, please watch and please subscribe and like. Thank you again.